Hello my convicts and convicts. Yes, it is I, the Kappa convict, bringing you guys and gals another tech video. So as you know, with my tech videos, they're straight to the point, so here we go. Let's get it done. So today I'm not putting webcam on. I've had a little bit of rash on my face. You saw a little bit of rash around the nose area. For some weird reason, getting a little bit worse. I must be allergic to something. I don't know what it is though. It's very annoying. But yeah, that's not part of the video. So let's cut that bit out. So today's video we're going to actually talk a little bit about availability, exchanges, internet, and all things related. Are you moving quite soon and you want to find a property that's near to an exchange or has a better connection, or you just don't know where to go, what to do, and how to do it? Well, this video is for you. So here we go. Let's get into it. So you may be nosy just like me and just want to know this information, or maybe you are trying to find an area but you don't know where to move to and you're fed up of getting house after house after house that just has the most horrendous broadband ever. Then this video is definitely what you want to be looking at. Now unfortunately this will probably only serve for the UK. I don't know if it's going to serve outside of the UK, so anyone obviously from France or anything like that, I don't know if this would work for you. But the actual program I'm going to be using today is actually called Sam Knows. Now this is something I got told by one of the BT operators when I was speaking to him, because I speak to them on a regular basis, trying to hope and pray that it will give me some sort of better internet so I could do live streaming and obviously do it on a good connection, because my upload at the moment, as I stand for, is 31 download and only between 5 maybe 2.5 for upload at at peak times. But generally my connection at this time, where obviously it's not as busy, I can get something between 5 or just over 5 upload, which is not particularly the best, especially if you're wanting to allocate so much upload to playing a game and so much upload to live streaming. It's pretty bad. There's not really much room to give to either to give yourself that strong connection, rather than having what my IP line actually suggests. When I go into BT Wholesale, it actually says my line does support up to 10 upload, but because I'm quite far from the exchange, which is why I'm doing this video, that's why they've said I can only get what I get, because I'm quite far from where the exchange is to where my property is. Hooray, hurrah. So I've always gone through years and years of going, well, that's not helping me, is it? That's not going to help me. You telling me that right now I've moved into a property, isn't going to help support me, which is the reason why I wanted to kind of do this video now, found out this information myself so I can help you. So here we go, no more blabbing on, let's just get on with it. So if you go here, type in the word Sam Knows and hit enter on any sort of browser whatever you're using. Now the information you want is here in the top area, where it says Sam Knows UK broadband availability information. Sam Knows has been providing UK broadband availability information from samknows.com since 2003. Well, I didn't know that. And when 2019 now, I was going to say 2018, I'm a year behind. So these are a few things here that you can actually do. You can broadband checker, Sam Knows, a free broadband measurement. I've never tried that. Broadband availability checker and exchange search as well, which is very, very useful. So the LLU operators are third-party operators. So these are operators other than BT, because BT own practically all the lines in the UK anyway, apart from certain areas that Virgin do, but generally it's all BT. Hooray. And I don't know what BT plans to do for the future, but hopefully they will upgrade their lines very soon, or within the future next few years, so we can all have great fiber optic and not be copper to fiber, which is what I'm at the moment. I'm copper to the home, down to the exchange, and then from exchange onwards to the internet service provider, it's fiber optic. And then they say, oh yes, you can get fiber, and really it's not. It's kind of like the back in the days of the 720p when that first came out. Wait, it's high definition, and then like, no, hooray, 1080p, that's true definition. And you're like, okay, well, why didn't we just get that in the first place? Why are they giving us that now? Doesn't make sense. But there you have it. And it's kind of like that. We're getting the raw deal at the moment. We're getting 1080 prices for 720p, and it's kind of annoying. So BT, fix it. Come on, get off your butts, get out there and replace this copper crap and give us all full fiber optic, or FTTP in my case, but we'll go further into that in just a moment. So once you've found the area you want to be in, so say for instance you go by what the internet service providers always say, and that is the closer you are to the exchange, the better you're going to have in regards to connection. So we'll go regarding exchange search. So once you've come here, as you can see, there are nearly 5,600 telephone exchanges in the UK, and this page will allow you to find your exchange, enter your village, town name and postcode or phone number or exchange code in the box, and then click search. So you can physically just type anything in and just find where it is. So I'm just going to pick a random area. So let's go for major city. Let's go for London. London. I don't know about London. 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 We want to go to London. London, mate. London. Right? Then you go here, click search. As you can see here now, we've got a few areas. Now these are Northern Ireland. Why are we getting Northern Ireland? I don't know. I want London, not Londonderry or whatever. London. Do you not like London? Okay, fine then. Let's not go to London. Let's go to Bradford. There you go, Bradford. That's a bit better. We don't. I don't know why it was taking me to Northern Ireland or Ireland, wherever. We don't want that. So we'll go to Bradford, and there you go. So there's a lot of information here. Let me talk you a little bit through it, and then we'll go into more detail. So general information. We now know what the exchange name is. We know what the exchange code is. We know the location of the exchange. We know the postcode of the exchange. And we even have maps here. Now, I don't know if this does this for you. Let me know in the comments below. Does it say that this page can't load by Google Maps correctly? It does for me all the time. I don't know why. But you just click OK, gets it off there anyway. And then you can actually see what's on here. And the map data here is from 2019. So it's the updated version of the map as well. And you can click on here to go to toggle full screen. But we'll go through this information here first. I can't even speak now. We'll go through this information first. Anyway, so the first thing is a broadband availability overview. So this tells you what kind of services you get on here. So it does do ADSL, it does SDSL, which I don't know what SDSL actually is. Let's do a Google search on this. So search Google for SDSL. SDSL is down for voice over IP. So it's for voice over IP is what that is. I always wondered what that is. So there you go. If you want voice over IP, then you want a good area that does it. Now this does cover voice over IP. LLU services, this is for third-party services other than BT. Cable, which is going to be such as like Virgin or anything else, which you can see it does say Virgin Media, but it's only available in some areas. So if you were to move in this area, then you do need to ask them where Virgin Media would be available, so you can make sure you pick an area in which Virgin is available to you, which will probably be quite close to the exchange or closer to the exchange than it is further, possibly. Now here are some of the third-party operators such as Sky, Vodafone and TalkTalk. It even tells you the Ofcom classification. 4 or more principal operators provide broadband services at this exchange. Service in this area has been deregulated on there. So I'm not too sure what that means. Deregulated. I know the term deregulated, but let's do a quick search on that. So deregulated. So the restrictions, regulations or restrictions from the industry has been removed or something of that nature. Now, I don't know too much into that, so I can't really go too much into that. But it says that the state has success in deregulation its electricity market, blah blah blah. I don't know. Doesn't really give a really good example, so I'm just gonna ignore that part for now. But has been deregulated, so I don't know what the classification for that would be at the moment. Anyway, so once you get here and you actually find an area and you say, okay, I want to go there, that seems pretty cool, but I don't want to just randomly keep typing in names, it's really annoying. I want to actually find exchanges that are easy to find. Well, I got you. I got you. All you need to do is go here to maps and it says our map. If you click on our map, then it will possibly do that for you, but just click OK to ignore that. And then you want to click here where it says toggle full screen view. Once you toggle full screen view, now you can see all of these areas, and these are the exchanges. So if you say wanted not to live in Bradford as such, but you wanted to live in Pudsey, then you would want to go to this exchange near Stanningley, or maybe you want to move to Stanningley because it's closer. Then you can actually find exactly what is near. So for instance, if you're crazy and you really wanted to be close to the exchange, then you could keep zooming in and you could go for Vernon near the High Woods Security. So go for Vernon or Woods Row, any of these areas here, and maybe they've got a place to let. Maybe this takeaway has got a place to let above it, and you could find out the name. You could phone them and say, oh, do you have a place to let above you? You know, because it's a shop and it might have a flat to let above. And then you could go, okay. Or maybe there will be something nearby that you can use, like a place that lets out, but I can't see anything like that on here. So once you've found it, you can click on it and it gives you the code and a bit of information here. But the main thing you want to do is click on where it says My PUD. And there you go. So now you can see some more information on this. We can see the postcode, how many that this actual serves, which is 29,830 and 1,401 non-residential. It gives you what's available, such as ADSL, SDSL, LLU, cable, wireless. Now, I don't know what wireless is. Wireless is kind of weird. Does that mean that the exchanges can provide wireless? Which is kind of weird. I guess for the future, that'd be pretty cool. And then it tells you what the information is on here as well. So ADSL status, SDSL, 21CN, and so on and so forth. FTTC available in some areas, and FTTP. Now, as we all know, FTTC is copper to the home, to the cabinet, and then from the cabinet onwards is fiber optic. FTTP actually means that it's fiber optic all the way through, so from the house to the cabinet and from the cabinet to the provider, it's full fiber optic. Now, if you didn't know what that means, if you go up here and you type in what's better, FTTC or FTTP on there. So as you can see, fiber to home premises FTTH or FTTP, fiber to premises is FTTP, as often referred to as fiber to the home. FTTH provides end-to-end fiber optic connection to the full distance from the exchange to the building and can deliver fiber speeds. But is FTTP better than FTTC? And it does say here, while both do provide high speeds, FTTP is completely fiber optic connections all the way through, and they are both faster than ADSL obviously, but you do get way better speeds with FTTP on here. So FTTP is actually better than FTTC because FTTP is full fiber optic from your home to the exchange, from exchange to the provider, as FTTC is copper to the exchange, and then from exchange it's fiber optic to the internet service provider, and it is a lot faster than FTTC. So the main one you want to look, if you want the full Monty, then you want to make sure that the FTTP is available in your area, and in this case it wouldn't be available to you on there. So that would not be good. If you wanted the full, then obviously that would not be good for you. So you could go back to where it says the hour map, then click the OK, go back here and go, okay, that's not good because that doesn't do FTTP. So you could go further up and you could click on there. Another cool feature you can do as well, once you click on here and it stops messing about, you can actually show hide coverage, exchange coverage as well, because it actually will give you an indicator of how much this exchange here would actually cover. So you can click here, and as you can see, this covers this whole area around here. So any places in here. Now I've always been told, like I've said, BT have told me as well, the closer you are to the exchange, the better, because the better obviously signal you're going to get. Plus, obviously, if you are FTTC and it's copper to the exchange, the closer you are, the less the signal is going to degrade. If you didn't know, the copper lining is an old system that the telephone system uses, and it sends a signal. But the signal, because it's copper, degrades over distance. So it means the lesser strength in signal is going to be obviously the further away you are. So if you're super far away, like right over here, and then you're wanting to send the signal from here, and it's going to go for all these little spaghetti junctions to get to the exchange, then the signal is going to degrade to the point it's going to be a pretty weak signal by the time it reaches the exchange, which is why you probably won't get the full potential upload speed that the exchange can provide for you, because you're so dang far away, which is kind of one of the problems I'm having at the moment from where I am. I am actually farish from exchange. Walking distance, if I'm driving, it's going to be about 5-10 minutes from where I live, but if I actually walk to my exchange where I live, it's pretty far. You're talking over half an hour to get to the exchange on foot, and that's what you got to think of. How far on foot is it? Because that's going to be the true distance in which the signal's got to go from, and not obviously by driving in your car. You know, it's pretty simple to drive down there in the car and get there pretty fast, but when you're thinking the amount of line in the ground, it's pretty far walking. So the closer you are to this, the better, because the less the signal is going to degrade. Let me just have a quick drink. So excuse me. So the closer you are to the exchange is always going to be the better way to do it. So having your area as close to standingly as possible here to this exchange, then you're going to have a much better place. So Vernon would be the absolute creme de la creme if you wanted a really good exchange, because you're literally next door to the exchange, to where it is, or as close as you possibly can, such as on the Belgrave Retail Park, or near the old Bobbin. Any of these areas that you could be would be a great area, or this town street on here would be a cool addition to being close to the exchange. So if you want particularly fond of that, because obviously it doesn't have FTTP, then you could choose different areas. So if I just click on that, hide the coverage again, let's go to Headingley and let's try this one out. Does this have it? So that doesn't have it either. So if we go back to the hour map, let's see if we can actually find one quickly. Let's go over here to Seacroft. Nope, that doesn't have it either. Let's just try one more. Let's go for Garforth. Come on, Garforth. Show us the money. And unfortunately, no, that doesn't have it as well. So as you can see, FTTP is pretty difficult to find out. And this doesn't even have SDSL on this particular one either, or cable. So this is a pretty bad area for it, and serves obviously 14,103 and 484 non-residential premises on there. So as you can see, there's a lot of areas in the UK that still need to be upgraded quite a lot, and it's very difficult to get a good area where you can get a good exchange. Go back to our map on there, that would be a better one to use. So the one here at Garforth would cover quite a lot of distance actually. Can we zoom out please? Thank you. So there you go, that's how much Garforth one actually covers as well. I think actually covers over some of the others as well, as that's more of a smaller area. And so as you can see, some of the exchanges even overlap. in what they can do. So that's kind of interesting. Right, seeing as this is quite small, would that? No. Okay. So as you can see, a lot of area, so probably staying away from Leeds, because Leeds doesn't really have FTTP in hardly any of the areas from what I've checked. From the quick checks I've done on there, obviously there's not a lot of coverage in that area. Another cool feature you can do on here is broadband check as well. So you can actually type in the phone and postcode, if you know it, of the area that you're in. If it doesn't, and you say, for instance, doesn't have a BT line, you can actually check using a house number and name instead. So I don't generally know any areas as such that I could actually try this out on. So what we could do is, let's just go and quickly type in London streets. London streets names. And I didn't type it right in there, but it doesn't matter. So we could go to, oops, copy that. So it says EC3A. So we could go for that one. So let's use that as an example. So we've got this area here now that we can use as an example. So let's copy this postcode. It's the first one, Kappa, come on. So we could go to broadband checker, sorry. Don't know if it's got a beating line. So we're gonna just paste that in. Then let's go back and it says number 23. So number 23, do a search. And then do this crap. I am not a bot. There you go. So once you've done it, it says, yes, congratulations, you are in a broadband enabled area. So definitely try this out if you've got it as well. And as you can see here, it's got a few things. BT Wholesale on most of the ADSL and that. TalkTalk is a third party operator. Sky Broadband. Edge is a third party as well. And Relish Wireless as well. So it actually does wireless apparently in this area. Confused about what's available to you, you can click here. So this gives you obviously a few ideas of places or companies that do provide in your area. And it says, why is provider XYZ not listed here? I'm not using provider XYZ, but your site says they are not available. Says I am using, sorry, the provider, but the site's not here. What's going on? The answer to both of these questions is not immediately obvious. Samno.com lists operators who run their own network and deliver entirely their own broadband services to end users. So I don't know. I'm not going to go through all that because I'm sure you can read that on here anyway. But as you can say, it says local loop unbundling (LLU) is a process of opening up a telephone exchange so that it can be used by a number of different providers. These providers are available to connections from the able to use connections from the telephone exchange through to the customers' homes to deliver home broadband, which is why I've always said it's like a third party people that can use it on there. So once you've found that, obviously you've got that information, then you can obviously choose whether or not you like that. You can check on here, like I said, different ones, FTTP, but it says that it's not available yet in this area for this one. FTTC, not available yet, not available yet. SDSL is, BT ADSL is, wireless. Relish Wireless is available in the area. And these are some of the other ones. Blaze, Kijoma, sorry, IDAC, Urban Wimax. All these people I don't know of. Even Relish, I didn't even know existed. The following map shows you postcodes in relation to your exchange and all the postcodes served by your exchange, green, orange and red dots. Okay, so that's apparently where and that's the Monument Exchange. So there's a lot of information here you can go and check out. A lot of this I don't know on, but obviously there you go. So you know you can get broadband within that area. like I said, the best option for me, I think, in a whole, would be going to the exchange search and searching for exchanges and using that information, because it seems to be the best one here. Cable operators, you can do it by just clicking cable operators and choosing the area that you want to be in if you want cable. LLU operators, obviously you can go and check these here, like Zen, Sky, Orbital, Origin, Broadband, and this tells you what obviously they cover on here. Gives you like an indication of all this information, which I'm not going to go everything through that. Now, don't use the exchange mapping. I don't know why, but exchange mapping doesn't work. I've tried it many times, and it's broken as far as I know. So I've just put leads as an example. If you type search, it doesn't do anything. I don't know why, but it's supposed to be what I was doing before, which basically is exchange search. And this is what it should be. I believe the exchange mapping should be what this is, but for some weird reason it doesn't do it. So all you have to do is just do the exchange search, type the area, then just click on anyone, then just go obviously to the hour map area, and then obviously to this, and that will help you out. So you just go to exchange search, type an area, so if you know where you want to be, and then choose, maybe you want to be in Northern Ireland. Seeing as it doesn't pick up London, I don't know why. Go to Londonderry, and then you can go to our map, and then obviously click OK, click this, and it'll bring you to the area of Londonderry. Then you can just click on it, click on that, and then it'll let you know what's available, what services and all that. And if the market, it says 4 or more principal operators provide broadband services exchange. Service in this area has been deregulated, so obviously it's in use by other companies. It's not subject to just one particular person, such as like BT. There's some that are fully controlled by BT on there. So I do apologize, this video probably sounds a little bit long-winded, but I wanted to share this information with you just to get it out there so you can see. So Sam does know something, especially in the UK, on here. Now, if you live outside the UK, I don't know obviously if this will actually help you, but for those that might be looking to move house, or you just want to know where your exchange is, now let me know in the comments below. I really want to know this information. So firstly, let me know what your download and upload speeds are, what your ping time is if you've got a really low ping, and if you do this check on here and find out where your exchange is for your area, for where you live, let me know how close you are to your exchange, and if you can in fact get FTTP, and that is what you're currently getting, or if you don't get that, if it's FTTC. Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know how great your connection is, so I can be really grumpy, because I know I'm quite far from mine, and I don't get FTTP. I can only get FTTC in my current area, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, there we go. So I'm going to leave it here. Definitely check it out. So like I said, again, type in Sam Knows, it's the top one. Exchange search is what you want, or broadband checker, depending up to you. But I would probably say exchange search is the best one on here. And before I start coughing my head off, I'm going to leave it here. You know it is. It is I, the Kappa Convict. I'm signing out. And as always, I salute you, my convicts and convicts. And I will see you soon in another tech video, gameplay, vlog, or whatever. You know who it is. So don't forget, subscribe, like, help me get there. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. I can almost taste it, and I do apologize if that did annoy you. Bye for now.